Hi everyone, Miki Jacobs here, Soulmate Part 2. So let me recap real quick what we discussed in Part 1 so I kind of continue. Easier for me. Remember that soulmate, not like what we kind of think of soulmate, it's not some sort of a romantic encounter with an intimate lover that appear in our life. Soulmate is a contract with another human being soul that we have that is pre-designed prior to incarnate into a journey on planet Earth. So soulmate can be an intimate lover, can be one of the parents. Now let me explain that a little bit. We can be a soulmate with our mom, for example, and not our dad. Does that mean that our father is not supposed to be there? Of course he's supposed to be there. I mean, where we are born, to what family, to what parents, to what culture, to what part of the globe. Remember when I told you in incarnation in the last week or a couple of weeks ago, when I told you that this is a big event as to where the soul is incarnate. So if you are soulmate with your mom and not with your father, then there is a reason as to why you chose that specific father. Perhaps the soul chose it for genetic reason, maybe a certain body to belong to that father, maybe perhaps there's certain experiences, but there is a reason as to, of course, why you chose those specific parents, as there is a reason why the souls of your parents chose you as their son or daughter. However, if you are soulmate with one of your parents, let's say your mom, just as an example, it's mean that you soulmate, that you have contract. It's mean that you have been through planet Earth over and over again. It's mean that this life you are mom and a son, a mom and a daughter, where other lifetime you could have been, of course, best friends or lover or father and a mother or sibling. So in that example, the soulmate between you or the person and their mom, meaning that coming to incarnate into planet Earth over and over, and the father, again, there is a reason as to why both souls choose each other. Does that mean that only the soulmates relationship are important? No, of course it doesn't mean that. But it means that it's important for you to know that when you feel a specific connection with someone, if it's one of your parents more than the other, that does not mean you don't love the other parent. Of course not. It doesn't mean you didn't learn lesson from the other parent. They wouldn't be there if there was no reason. It's mean that people on planet Earth, when you feel that connection to them, then you know it's something that belonged to many, many other lifetimes. And you know, and you accept it to be so, that you teach each other, not one-sided. Souls, I kind of like to call it that our souls are kind of selfish, I mean, not in a bad way, but we do not come to planet Earth only as a one-sided kind of lessons. I mean, we teach them, other people, as much as they teach us, of course, in order for all soul involved to grow. So if you have soulmate relationship in your life and the other people, of course, you should be kind and loving and affection and all the other good stuff. It has nothing to do with the soulmate part of it. So that's why I always like to tell people that to look kind of who is really influential in your life, specifically in an intimate relationship where it's so important for the soul to grow through marriage or through partnership. By the way, marriage to the spirit world, usually in reading they do not call it marriage. Even if the couple is married, they would use the word spiritual partnership. Because marriage, I kind of say that for people that, sometimes I see people that have different opinion. Perhaps one want to get married and the other don't want to get married. So from a spiritual perspective, which what, again, Angel Chat is about, that is not what important. Meaning the marriage is custom to planet Earth to have the piece of paper of married. But if you have a strong connection, like gay couple, of course, I mean, if they can be married, that's wonderful. That's planet Earth, and you can get if you can get married, that's great. But if you live together and you value each other and you know in your heart that this is a soulmate relationship, then the piece of paper that called marriage does not mean much to the spirit world. To us it does, which is okay. But it's important for me to repeat that because I get that a lot as to some people, just want to get married. But from a soul perspective, the importance is to learn the lessons. Now, as for the number one question about what it is, when am I going to meet my soulmate? You need to trust the concept that your soul come here to meet someone else. I'm talking now the intimate part of it, the intimate relationship of a soulmate through a partner in your life. You need to trust that most time, usually, a soul would not enter planet Earth without sharing its life with another soul. Usually that does not happen. So if you happen to be single, what you need to do is you need to trust that fact. And the number one importance, you need to put yourself out there. We have magical helpers. We have the concept of the team, which I'm going to talk about it the next chapter, which are our spirit guides and angels that help us every moment of our life. But they cannot do anything if we are not proactive. So if you are single and you wonder, where is my soulmate? Put yourself out there. Give the universe, give your spirit guides, your angel, the opportunity to get you two together. Your soul that, again, in constant contact with the higher self that resides in the body, will navigate that soulmate towards your conscious field, meaning to your life. Your job is to go out, put yourself out there. I see a lot of people that come to me and they say, Miki, where is he? Where is she? I don't want to be single anymore. And I ask them, do you go out? And they tell me, no, we're shy. Well, that's not going to work. You need to put yourself out there. You need to trust there is a soulmate out there for you. Very rare in my line of work that I kind of tune in to a soul blueprint or the detail of the incarnation and soul come here to planet Earth to just experience life by itself. There is not much growth without an intimate other person or going through relationship, because again, like I said in part one, that is the best way for our soul to grow, is to kind of growing through challenges. I mean, look at your past challenges, past relationship, I should say. And if you kind of review it in your mind, you realize how much you've learned from it, how much you grew from it, from past relationship or past marriage, even if it was hard, precisely if it was hard. I mean, you probably became a different person at the end of it, even despite the challenges. I mean, divorce is hard, of course, but that is where we learn the most. And what we're supposed to do, spiritually speaking, and common sense speaking, of course, is to make sure that whatever failed in our other relationship, that was not in vain. Learn from it, and of course, apply it into your next soulmate relationship. Very rare as well that a soul would enter planet Earth with one contract, meaning one lifetime soulmate for the rest of the journey. That usually doesn't happen. The reason for that, which is why you see so many people that throughout the journey would have more than one partner or one mate. Usually you would get married and you get divorced and maybe you get married again. That's, of course, again, is pre-designed by the soul. Because when you're 20, you're different than when you're 30 or when you're 40. Perhaps the soul decide to have a soulmate when in the 30 and then have a break. Perhaps the soul wrote in the incarnation blueprint to be single for a while and then meet the another soulmate for the rest of the journey. So the point of all that is for you to not give up if you're single. Or for you, a lot of time I have people come to me and they said, I just really unlucky. I was married before and divorced and married, divorced. That's okay. It was designed for you to grow. If you grow, obviously the higher self, the soul within, elevate its awareness, which is the only reason as to why you are here, or rather your soul is here. So don't pay attention to your failed other relationship. If you are single right now and interested in a true and meaningful soulmate relationship, I'm talking about intimate lover, put yourself out there. Trust love. Make sure like you discipline your ego, that it doesn't have too many negative expectations or kind of drill on the past, on what's happened, and you're not good at relationship and you're just unlucky. I mean, I hear that all the time. That's a blockage. You don't want to do that. You want to trust love. And love is out there, and your soul would navigate towards you, its soulmate. It's already written. Your job is to put yourself out there in any way, shape, or form. I mean, no one was as shy as I am. I mean, I never really went out that much. And when I got the concept that I gotta go out there and put myself out there, I did. And that's when I met Clayton in the dog park. I mean, for those of you that know my work, I always repeat that story. Clayton is here laughing because he heard that story. But it's important for me to tell people, of course that was 14 years ago, whatever, is to put yourself out there, to trust love, to trust that a soulmate would enter your life. And then it's not your only soulmate. Soulmate is not just your husband and wife. It could be a parent, could be both parents, could be kids or friends. So observe your relationship around you. And the meaningful one, the connection one, the one that you feel that you learn the most lesson, could be a best friend, could be someone that just enter your life. Pay attention to that. And that's a soulmate. That is a soulmate. So learn through it. See what it is the other human being is supposed to teach you. Believe and understand that they did not enter your journey for no reason. Nothing just happened for no reason. So value the relationship in your life and understand what the true soulmate phrase means. And help your soul by putting yourself out there. So I hope that it will help you. For those of you that are not single, or for those of you that are single, perhaps it would kind of make it clear for you what it is that I was talking about. So I greatly appreciate you tuning in, and thank you very much. And I will talk to you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye.